We've just got a new one right here, just 3 minutes ago. Why can't I see the price? Why are you hiding the price from your customers? How about you actually try to respond to all those comments on YouTube being an overpriced vape? Hey everyone, Mickey from PMI here, and a happy new 2023 to you all. When just 2021, we were still worrying about a campaign, hoping that we get fully funded. But right now, we are already a company doing a lot of busy company work. Working with distributors, paperwork, filing for our fog liquid, and also serving a lot of corporate clients. One of the surprises that we had was that we imagined SmokeGENIE to be a powerhouse for individual creators. Turns out, is that a lot of corporate clients, companies, are buying our machines in bulk, but we're happy to report everything has been going well. So, thank you really much for your support. Just last week, we have started an Instagram post collecting different sort of questions that you guys might have about SmokeGENIE, about the company. We're not gonna censor ourselves. You're gonna hear a lot of mean comments in this video right now. So, let's get right into it. The first question, a really oddly specific one. Why are you not selling to India? And this guy, he replied 5 times, and the last one was saying, "You guys are missing out on a huge market!" Exclamation mark. And I just say, I'm sorry. We have been trying. It turns out there's some issue with the customs. Customs are really strict with import of liquids. Shipping from Hong Kong or China into India has been particularly difficult for the last year. One workaround that we've done is that we have a distributor from Indonesia. DOSS, they are a great company, great camera shop in Indonesia. They have been able to ship our smoke machines, including the SmokeGENIE, into India. So if you're an Indian user right now wanting to buy the SmokeGENIE, you can go to doss.co.id and you'll be able to get your SmokeGENIE. That's not to discount your eagerness. we do want to serve you guys. We're not giving up on India. Thank you so much. Another question. Why can't I see the price on the website? Why are you hiding the price from your customers? In order to answer this question, we have to first answer why we're not doing direct sale. Right now, the SmokeGENIE uses a distributor model. That means for every country that we work with, we have a distributor over there where they can serve you locally. And why are we doing that, right? The reason is partly to do with the COVID-19 situation. Shipping prices have been really expensive during those times. One Kickstarter backer, he backed the machine only to realize he has to pay 150 euros just to get it shipped to Europe. The only way to work around with that is we ship the machines in bulk, let's say 200 or 300 pieces, and then have that distributor send it out to different people. That's the way that you get the best prices in your region. Getting the machine is only one half of the story. The other half is also the post-service commitments and also the warranty services. And as a professional, you don't want someone halfway around the world to serve you with warranty and also services. Let's say you lost a pad and then you want someone from Hong Kong to ship it to you and then you have to wait 2 weeks for that. As a professional machine, you want someone to serve you locally. So for every country, we try to have a distributor that will help us not just to sell the machine, but to also help you with any customer services or any, let's say your machine broke down, they can repair it for you. That's the kind of service that we have in mind when we're designing SmokeGENIE, and we hope that's the way that's the best for you. And because of the distributor model, that means that for every country that we serve, the price of the SmokeGENIE will be different. And so instead of putting one price tag on the machine, what we did is that on our website you can go, we have a full list of countries where we have the distributors available. And all you need to do is to click on your country where you want to buy the SmokeGENIE and you'll be able to see the price of SmokeGENIE in your region. That way you can see the prices. We don't like hiding prices and we won't do that on you. We've been wanting to buy something as portable as the Genie for a long time.
Nice.
But we do not know how well it compares to a regular fog machine. Does it give the same output? Thank you very much. It's a very valid question, and honestly, we do feel like it's a question to address. Because as something as new and as tiny as the SmokeGENIE, it turns out a lot of film sets loved our SmokeGENIE and they have been replacing their regular fog machines with the SmokeGENIE. So from the data of our rental houses, it turns out most professional film sets, they would rent 2 to 3 SmokeGENIEs to replace all the needs for the film sets in smoke machines. If you're having an indoor shoot, they will use 2 machines, and if you have like an outdoor on-location shoot, they'll use 3 machines. So we think that 3 machines is a magic number to replace a giant fog machine in a regular setting. And because we know this data, we're actually working with our distributors to create a free unit model. So with one kit, you will have 3 SmokeGENIEs, and you use that to replace the output of a giant machine, but now with the added precision that you can have smoke coming in different places to give you that really accurate magic effect for you. Keegan asked, does the SmokeGENIE work with remote? Seriously? Does it work with a remote? This is Keegan Evans, the guy who blew up on TikTok and Instagram last year. If you don't know already, his work is amazing and he has been featuring a lot of SmokeGENIE on his work. We really love it. We really appreciate Keegan. He's really just joking because he loved the remote and he just wants us to demo the remote. But this is actually a really good opportunity to talk about another question that we received, and that is advanced remote control. What we're talking about is DMX. DMX is actually a standard protocol used in a lot of theater and live event settings, where on backstage they'll have a panel that using the DMX, you will be able to configure all the lights and fixtures in your room. So we are actually working on incorporating DMX in the future release of the SmokeGENIE. It's something that is taking a lot more time than expected because you have to get it right, but in the meantime, we're exploring something very interesting. If you can control one machine, you will also need the same remote to control another machine without them being jamming. And also, something that, you know, both machines will work like that. Am I supposed to tease them like all the time like this? Next question. That's the thing with demoing in a room, is it just gets hazed up. So after next question. How about you actually try to respond to all those comments on YouTube being an overpriced vape? Thank you. Every time we read those questions, and trust me, we get a lot of those questions. First of all, we empathize and we completely understand where they come from. Every single one of them. Because it's actually very easy to make smoke. All you need to do is to add a fan pump to a heating coil, you get smoke. The reason why we know is because we have been doing that way before we started the company. We try to modify vapes to get smoke in film sets. But if that's the SmokeGENIE, we wouldn't have started the company. There's a quote that we really like. An amateur works until he gets it right. A professional works until he can't get it wrong. And that, I think, is the vision that embodies both our company and also the SmokeGENIE. The reason we started this is because we needed the machine to be reliable. We've been working on really high-stressed environments. If you've been to film sets or if you've been to live events, you know things cannot go fail. Things could be on standby for hours, been touched by many people, and then at that moment, you need the smoke to go on. That's the kind of precision that you need. And to be honest, we've been failed by smoke machines so many times. This is why we did the SmokeGENIE. There's so many things that you couldn't see in the surface. For the battery, you can overcharge the machine, or the machine would overheat, or that the battery drained too much and it doesn't work, or that the chamber went out of liquid and it just didn't work and burnt the heating coil. It became a fire hazard. There has been so many accidents resulting from modified vapes. The main cost of failing a machine, it's not so much the machine not working, but it's the downtime for production. When the entire film crew has to wait for you for 5 minutes just to fix a folk machine issue, we're talking about thousands of dollars being lost on set.
Hey, what happened?
That's the reason why we've built in so many safety features, noticeably increased the cost of the machine. Right now we're costing around $690 US in America. But the reason is because we want to make sure that this is a reliable, fail-safe machine with really quick release features, everything is modular, and make sure that something will be workable for many years to come. Now we realize that this is not a mistake from you guys, but a mistake from our marketing team from not being able to communicate all these points to us. In case you want to know, the marketing team is me. So we are gonna fix that. What we're gonna do is that we'll be shooting a series of videos pushing the SmokeGENIE to its limits. Does it really has a long hang time? Can you really press this button for 10 minutes? Does this machine really stop when there's no oil? All those questions will be answered in this video series. It will be launched next week, and I hope you will be looking forward to it as much as we do. By the way, if you really want to make your own smoke, honestly, we've always believed in this motto: whatever works is the best solution. There are videos on YouTube that teaches you very well how to modify vapes to create smoke for your cosplay and for smoke machines. And it hurts me every time when it sounds like we are dissing those people. No! If you can make your own solution for smoke machines, it makes us really happy. We are just trying to serve a particular group of individuals in professional settings that really needs what they need. And that's why we're happy to report that of all the people that purchased the SmokeGENIE, we are having really high user satisfaction. And that really makes us happy. But with that said, if it works for you, it worked for you. Will you release a small version for diorama toy photography? It's actually one of the most popular requests. The moment we released the SmokeGENIE, we've been actually trying to use it as a way to help us understand what user needs. And it turns out we have two prevailing comments. One, will you release a bigger machine to take care of larger environments? And two, will you release a smaller machine for, more precise tabletop environments? And I am not allowed to say too much, but we have been working on different kind of solutions to fit those very specific needs. Now, even though I'm not allowed to talk about them, I do have to ask, because whenever we're changing a machine, we're changing the specs. This is an amazing machine, but if we have to strip it down smaller, there are a few compromises that we need to make. But we don't want to make too many compromises, so we are definitely taking our time. Now, since you really want it so bad, why don't you tell us down below what kind of features you want us to keep in the SmokeGENIE? What kind of features that you want to see in that small machine that we might or might not release? Comment down below, let us know what you're thinking, and we will try our best to have something developed maybe this year. Maybe not. I think I'm being too vague. I think they'll hate me. There's so much I wanted to tell you guys, but yeah, it's if you know how much pressure I'm getting from the product development team, don't mention, like product development. We're working on something, okay? We're working on something. As I've said, we are releasing the experiments video, launching next week, so look forward to that. In the meantime, this has been Mickey from PMI, and as always, let's make magic. Where I should be pointing this, yeah.